you still do it now? You still got that as a process within your business now? I know you're much more mature as a business.
I still remember my scripts because it was that ingrained.
Oh, go on.
Hi, it's Zach Goodman. I'm calling from Third Sector Property. We're a nationwide specialist in charity property, and we want to help you save money on your lease.
I love it. I love it.
I still remember it now, 17 years later, because I said it that many times.
Yeah.
But through doing it, anyone that does cold calling, anyone, and if they catch you in a day and during the day and all the rest of it, always be polite to them.
Yeah.
Because those guys and girls have been through shit. They are building resilience. Their full-time job is to be rejected with the tiny glimmering hope that 1 out of every 100 calls is a winner and they can just book a meeting. They're not even billing it. They're just trying to book a meeting. And I still get cold calls. In fact, I get more cold calls now because when you're the CEO of a management business, everyone, you've got a big supply chain, everyone wants to sell you something. And I find it annoying when I get called in the middle of the day by someone, but I'll always be like, listen, I hear you. I know what you're doing, but I promise you, like, I'm not the right person. This isn't the right time. And I always say this, I wish you the very best of luck on your next call. I hope it's the one.
Yeah.
Because I know what that's like.
It's brutal. It's brutal. We all start there. It's absolutely brutal. And it's like you say, I think with AI and with people dropping into DMs and stuff now, you can get a bit lazy. When you can go to your sales team, right, have you made a phone call? Will I pop them an email? Have you called them? Yeah, but I pop them an email. Phone them. Pick up the phone and phone them.
It's one of the things that's massively been lost after the pandemic is the ability for people to just pick up the phone. But in answer to your original question, like, am I still doing it? No, I'm not still cold calling. I don't think cold calling is as easy for what we do anymore. There's different methods. And I'm not on the tools in that way. But am I still selling every minute of every day, everywhere, to everyone? Yeah, 100%. And one thing you learn as you grow through business and you build teams and what have you is you're internally selling and you're externally selling. And actually, the more senior you get, that internal sell really grows in importance.
Yeah.
You're selling a purpose, a mission, a vision. You're selling the idea of come work for me, come follow me. You'll do well here.
Yeah.
And with a company of people, you are the product of all of their gains.
How many staff is there now?
So we recently acquired a business over Christmas, so we're approaching 50 now. So we're getting to that point where it's becoming sort of a bigger...
To stand up like the bloody Jordan Belfort and at the front of the stage and say, this is where we're going, except without the illegal bit.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't fly as much. But actually, I'll tell you what, the motivating rallying call still flies. Like, I think more than ever, people want to feel sort of that visceral, like, I'm here for a reason, I'm doing something. Like, you know, that people want to be motivated more and more and stimulated and what have you. And why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. What, you know, given that we've come from very similar backgrounds, right? You've obviously went to Goldman Sachs. I went and joined the military. Given that as a kind of a backdrop, and, you know, you're obviously hiring a lot of staff and you're talking about the fact that you're trying to set this mission and this Northern Star for people. What advice would you give to people now? We're in an environment where almost hybrid working is like a non-negotiable. I need you hybrid working. I need you doing this. And the fact that you work in the environment that you work in. What advice would you give to people now as they're trying to get into work?
I think the first thing I'd say is there's an incredible amount of people online acting as gurus, telling you about all the methodologies of how to be successful. And what they're actually saying is, trust me and follow what I do and you'll be successful. And I'm the opposite of that. The first thing I would say to anyone is trust yourself. The amount of people that I speak to, young people, they don't trust themselves anymore.
Yeah.
And so they're sort of looking for other people to tell them what they should be doing. You have to have conviction. You have to have that look in your eyes that you want to do something, that you want to do it, because that is the first thing that everybody will read off you before you open your mouth. I think in terms of, you know, in the context of hybrid work, or let's just call it working conditions and terms, the first few years of your work life is an extension of your education. So it's not about setting terms at that stage in your career. It's about understanding what you're going to get in terms of an experience and exposure to the right people, a place where you're going to have the opportunity, if you graft,
Yeah.
to maybe, you know, have that chance to go to that meeting or work with that person and what have you. There are too many people coming into the workforce with an overinflated sense of what their value is
Yeah.
because of a level of educational achievement that they've managed to reach by the age of 21. And if you speak to anyone that gets older, I don't think I truly understood this when I was younger either. But you have to kind of have a certain level of intelligence to do certain things in business. But intelligence on its own very rarely gets you somewhere.
Yeah.
But when you combine it with wisdom, that's the multiplier, that's the compound effect. And wisdom just comes with time.
And
And
sitting
experience.
next to Zach Goodman in a meeting room, which you don't experience at the end of Zoom.
But maybe it is sitting with me. And bear in mind about it's not necessarily something that I've invented because I sat with someone
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
learned off them and they sat with someone and they learned off somebody. And there's this kind of train of work values and knowledge that's actually been passed down as long as work has been around. It's all apprenticeship based.
Yeah.
And so, you know, for young people that are looking to get into the workforce, trust yourself. You may have done well with your education and everything you've done so far, but get over yourself.
Yeah. Just check your
Because the workforce is the first place where someone is going to objectively tell you you failed, which you've never had before. And don't worry about the working conditions as long as they're, you know, you're not working in a windowless room in a
Yeah, yeah,
basement
yeah.
with no access to a toilet, obviously. But just get stuck in there, get on the field, go play. Like
Yeah.
you know, work is a role-playing game. It's an RPG and computer game.
Yeah.
You know, thing. You just got to get on there and get going.
Yeah. Just graft.
Jump in.
Set your alarm, get on with it, graft. Let's talk about TSP, right? So 17 years, you're kind of right on the edge there of, you know, what did you say? What was the term you used? We're making it sort of thing.